This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana.
What's happening, my friends? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Ariane, Brittany, and Chandela. Dana White, without him, none of this would be possible. Joe Silva, matchmaker extraordinaire. We got a hell of a card for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it started in the bantamweight division. Cole, the Apache Kid Escobedo versus Renan Barão. First up on the scale, Cole Escobedo. 135 for the Apache Kid. And his opponent, Renan Barão. 135. First fight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Cole Escobedo and Renan Barão. Next up, also in the bantamweight division, Chris Kamikaze Carriazo versus Michael Mayday McDonald. First up on the scale, Chris Carriazo. 135. And his opponent, Michael McDonald. 136. Chris Carriazo and Michael McDonald, ladies and gentlemen. Next up in the lightweight division, Rafael Oliveira versus Clayson Tebow. First up on the scale, Rafael Oliveira, 155. And his opponent, Clayson Tebow, 155. Rafael Oliveira and Clayson Tebow. Starting out in the middleweight division, Tim the Barbarian Bosch versus Kendall the Spider Grove. First up on the scale, the Barbarian Tim Bosch, 186. And his opponent, winner of the Ultimate Fighter, Kendall the Spider Grove. 185 for the Spider. Live on Spike TV, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Bosch and Kendall Grove. In the bantamweight division, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson versus Miguel Torres. First up on the scale, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, 135 and a half. And his opponent, the former WBEC bantamweight champion of the world, Miguel Torres. 135 and a half for the former WEC champion. Demetrius Johnson and Miguel Torres. Jorge Santiago versus Brian, the All-American Stan. Please welcome back to the UFC, the Sandman, Jorge Santiago. 185. And his opponent, the former WEC light heavyweight champion of the world, Brian, the All-American Stan. 186 for the former WEC champion. First fight on the main card, ladies and gentlemen, Jorge Santiago and Brian Stan. Next up, we got a scrap in the welterweight division. Rick, the Horror Story versus Thiago Pitbull Alves. First up on the scale, Rick Story, 170. And his opponent, Thiago Pitbull Alves. 170 for the Pitbull. That's a fight of the night candidate right there, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Story and Thiago Alves. Next up in the heavyweight division, Travis Brown versus Stefan Struve. First up on the scale, Travis Brown. 247 from Mr. Brown. And his opponent, Stefan Skyscraper Struve. 255 for the Skyscraper. Travis Brown and Stefan happens soon, ladies and gentlemen. Heavyweight action. Speaking of heavyweight action, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Roy Big Country Nelson versus Frank Mir. First up on the scale, winner of the Ultimate Fighter, Roy Big Country Nelson. 260 for Big Country. Opponent, the former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Frank Mir. 260 for the former champion. Roy Nelson and Frank Mir, ladies and gentlemen, the co-main event of the evening. The main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Matt the Hammer Hamill versus Quentin Rampage Jackson. First up on the scale, ladies and gentlemen, Mark the Hammer Hamill. 205 for Matt Hamill. And his opponent, the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Quentin Rampage Jackson. $205 for the former champion,